Okay, so I'm not going to be editing or scripting this video just because I don't have the energy to do so right now, but I do feel the need to make a video right now. Um, I just want to talk real quick about depression and disability and my personal experiences with that. Um, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I'm going to talk about how it affects me and how it's currently making me feel. Um, I've had depression since I was very young, since I was a child. Um, I wasn't formally diagnosed until I was like 12 or 13. Um, so it's always kind of been a presence in my life. Um, I'm sort of used to it, but uh, there's certain times when it's in the foreground of my life. You know, it's not just background. And times like those, it's really hard for me to kind of pretend that I'm a normal person, kind of mask that sort of thing. Because usually, most people don't realize I'm depressed in my day to day life. They don't realize that I have any kind of mental issues or disability because I sort of mask those things and I don't really talk about it, and I appear healthy for the most part. It's only when you sort of spend more time around me that you kind of get to see that. Also, I purposely don't let people get close to me. I don't have any friends. I don't really talk much with my extended family. Even with the family I do live with, I don't really talk to them very often. Um, and I try to keep it that way. Online, I do talk a lot about how I feel just because it feels like a safer place. It's a little bit more disconnected. But even in that setting, I don't really talk to people. I kind of just talk at Twitter in general. I don't really have conversations with people. And when I do, it's very short. Um, so it can be difficult for me to talk about those things. But I think it is an important thing to talk about. Um, and something that doesn't get talked about enough. Um, I don't know if you could hear my laptop, but it is currently dying. But we'll try to ignore that. Um, my health problems have progressed to the point where there are some days where all I do is lay in bed and I can't do anything. Um, I can't even sleep. I just kind of lay there. Um, I don't eat. I don't use the restroom. I don't shower. I don't drink any water. I don't talk to anybody. I just stay in bed. And that's it. And I kind of go. I kind of have like a schedule where I'll have like 2 or 3 days of good health days where I can talk and get things done and maybe, go out, you know, like for a walk or something. But then I'll have like 3 or 4 days where I can't do anything. Excuse me, I have a little bit of the hiccups. So it basically means I cannot hold a steady job. Um, the only work I do um, is sex work, which I can't even really do anymore. I don't have the energy to do anymore. So I'm basically unemployed now. Um, I do live with my family, so I'm not in any danger of being homeless or anything, but I am kind of trapped with them. I'll never be able to leave or to live on my own just because my health has gotten so bad. Um, and it's not likely to get better. I know a lot of people, they like to try to comfort you by saying, oh, you don't know, maybe things will be better, maybe they'll come up with treatments or medications or something like that, but I don't know. It feels kind of degenerative to me. Um, and like the worse my physical health gets, the worse my mental health gets. So, I mean, even if they did come up with some kind of treatment for my physical issues, I would still be um, mentally unwell. And yeah, so I'm kind of just stuck like this. And I don't like it. it. I'm actually a very angry person. Um, I don't really seem like it. I think in person I can come across as kind of like carefree almost, or kind of muted, but I'm not. I'm a very angry person. I'm very frustrated with my situation, and it feels very unfair. I feel very sorry for myself, which makes me mad on its own, knowing that I'm the type of person to feel sorry for themselves. I feel very guilty and ashamed of that. But, it's just the way it is. So, when you're this type of person, you tend to push people away. Like I said, I don't have any friends. Most of my family doesn't talk to me. And I kind of prefer to be left alone. But at the same time, I'm very lonely. So, I don't know. It's hard to talk about because it makes you feel very weak. At least makes me feel very weak. It makes me feel very helpless and like a burden on people. And it's hard. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, if anything. I kind of just stay at home in my room and don't do anything. I used to really like to draw and stuff like that. I sold my art for a little while, and I can't do that anymore. I liked video games. They kind of distracted me from everything. I can't do that anymore. I can't even sit in a chair for more than an hour because I get too tired. And he gets these body pains and stuff. So I just I can't listen to music for very long, because I have these horrible, like, I don't know if they're migraines or headaches or what, but I can't deal with it. The sensory overload of it. And I can't talk to people, even people that I'm close with. Like I'm very close with my mom. I can't talk to her because I'm in such a shitty mood all the time. And I guess I lash out at her. I don't know. And it just pushes her away because I'm just an asshole. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I did try to kill myself this year, in spring. I think it was March or May. And I was put into the hospital for about a week. And sometimes I wish I could go back there. It was kind of like purgatory, like how I imagine purgatory. Sort of like you're between states. You're not exactly living your life, but you're not dead either. You're kind of there's a routine. I got up at the same time every day. Ate basically the same thing every few days. There was like a schedule. I would take my medication. We would go to the group therapy sessions, and you talk to the therapist every day. And it was kind of nice, actually. And I didn't want to leave, but my insurance doesn't cover staying longer than that. In fact, the only way I would ever be able to go back is if I tried to kill myself again, which is very ironic. But I made a promise to my family that I wouldn't try to kill myself. And every time I think about it, it makes me really angry. Because it's like, don't I get a choice? I mean, am I just gonna be stuck here every day doing the same thing? I mean, I feel like I'm in purgatory again. I do the same thing every day. Every few days, I sleep for like 16 hours. I lay in bed. Like, is this just gonna be my life forever? I understand that my family cares about me. That my family has lost a lot of people. We've lost a lot of people. And it feels unfair for me to kind of put my feelings above their own, but at the same time, I want to. I want to be selfish about it, It's like, if you really care about me, if you really love me, why are you making me do this? Why are you making me stay here and live like this? And sometimes I wonder if they truly understand how much pain I'm in. And part of that's my fault. I don't like to talk about how I feel. It's very hard for me to tell people when I need help or when I don't feel good. Kind of just brush it off and say I'm fine, I'm okay, whatever, you know. But I don't want to be, you know, that guy that's always in trouble, that's always a mess, you know. You know, that family member that always has some kind of problem. I don't want to be them. But I am that person. I'm kind of the whiner, you know. And I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I'm being monitored. I I used to be able to get a larger dose of my medication, like a 3 or 4 month supply of my medication, so I wouldn't have to go to the pharmacy all the time. And now they only give me a 1 month supply because I used it last time to try to kill myself. I had my ability to have a gun taken away. Um, Legally, I cannot own a firearm. Um, so, and then my family's, you know, I live with my family. Um, so I can't do anything to myself. Which really doesn't help me feel less trapped, you know. And you know, things wouldn't be quite as bad if I felt like I could do something with my life, you know? Like, I went to school for, I'm an anthropology major. And it was always my dream to, I wanted to have like almost like a summer camp or like a camp for kids where, you know how they have like science camps? This would be like an anthropology camp where kids could, you know, learn about archaeology, learn about different cultures, learn about their own cultures, learn about the native people that lived on, you know, their land that they lived on. And I always wanted to do that because I feel like it's important to the development of a person to appreciate other cultures. And little kids are the best at doing that. You know, they're always very excited to learn about new cultures and new things. And I wanted to make that accessible. I didn't want to have it kept behind the gate of like academia or college and that kind of thing. You know, I wanted it to be accessible to everyone from a young age, and I always wanted to do that. That was my thing. I even had a plan to make a YouTube channel about it where I would teach anthropology for free. And that was kind of my dream in college. I never finished my degree in anthropology. I had to quit school because of my mental and physical health. And I'll probably never get my degree. And I'll never be able to have that sort of summer camp thing. I would never be able to run it. And it sounds silly, I know, to get upset over something like that. But I do. Like, this week, I don't know what day it was. It was 2 days ago, or maybe yesterday? I don't know. I can't keep track of days. There was I'm on this app called Nextdoor, which is like for neighbors and stuff like that. I look at it to, for lost dogs, or if people need, like, help mowing their lawn or something. Um, and I posted that my grandmother had seen a dog um, walking around at the cul-de-sac by my house. And I said, oh, there was this German Shepherd running around. We couldn't get a picture or catch it. But if anyone's missing their German Shepherd, it's on this street that we saw it. And this might be your dog. And this woman came on and she's like, oh, we lost our dog on the 19th. And we've been looking for her. And they said they were going to come rush down and look for her. And I told them, okay, I'm going to go out and look for the dog too. And so I took a leash and some dog treats. And I went out because I used to have this weird hobby before I started getting really sick, where I would go out and look for missing dogs that I would see online or on posters, because I would walk a lot. I loved walking. So I would always bring a spare leash and some dog treats with me in case I saw a loose dog or something like that. So I went out to find this German Shepherd, and I saw the German Shepherd. And I started going after the dog, because the owner had told me that their dog was very friendly, and but when she would get out of the yard, it was very hard to catch her because she kind of did that dog thing where they think it's a game when you chase them. And I went after the dog. And we got to this really busy street by my house, and the dog kept running away, and I kept trying to get it, And it got farther and farther away. And I wasn't able to breathe. I have really bad asthma. And my body started to hurt, and I felt dizzy, and I lost the dog. And, I don't know if they ever found that dog. But, it made me feel like such a waste of a human being. Like, I should have been able to get that dog. It wasn't running. It was just kind of trotting away. And I would have been able to get the dog if I wasn't the way I am, health-wise. I would have been able to. And that's just a story to kind of exemplify how I feel about my body and my health. I feel like I'm losing control. It's kind of like feeling your body sort of age or decay or something, like at a rapid pace. I can't do things anymore. Like, I was talking to my grandmother about how every time I stand up, my joints really hurt. And they creak loud enough that everybody else can hear them. And she said, she worries about when she gets to the age where she'll have those problems, you know. And she's 76. And she's in better shape than I am. Sometimes this is gonna sound really horrible. Sometimes I wish I had a disease that would kill me. Um, and it's not because I don't think it's because I'm suicidal or anything like that. I think it's because there's an end, you know. It's not forever. You're not just stuck there. There's a progression and then it's done. It feels like my health is all progression and no end. It's just forever. And I hate that. I hate not knowing when it's gonna end. It's like I have no control over any aspect of my life. So it's sort of getting to the point now where I don't know what's the depression and what's the disability. Am I trapped in bed because of my depression? Or is it physical? Because depression, a lot of people don't talk about this, is physical as well as it is mental. Like, you have physical symptoms. So, for me, it's like it's all blended together. Like, I don't know what is what. I don't even know if that matters, you know? I mean, why does it matter if it's one thing or the other? If neither of them are going to change. Every day I sit here at my computer and in front of me, you can't see because the camera is tilted up, I have all my medications in front of me. To prove that, here's some. Here's some. Here's some more. Here's some more. And I think that's it. And I sit here and I look at them. And they're rapidly growing in number. And always changing. The doctors are always changing the medications I take. And I wonder how many more I'm going to get. So it's kind of it's a question of where do I go now with my life? If I can't do the things that I've always wanted to do, I can't pursue the hobbies and interests that I used to have, then what do I do with my life? Where do I go from here? I can't end my life because I promised. And I know it sounds silly, but I really take that promise very seriously. So what do I do to pass the time? And I've been trying to think of things. I spent a lot of time in my head, obviously. What else am I going to do? There's the part of me that I like to, kind of like basically a fantasy world, where I just sort of imagine things. But mostly, I like to learn. I have a lot of books, but I don't really read physical books anymore. I can't. um, but I do have a lot of audiobooks that I'll listen to when I'm feeling okay, and that has helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. Um, I love to learn. I'm a big nerd. I've always loved to learn. I especially love nonfiction, so I read a lot of that on audiobooks. I watch a lot of movies and TV and YouTube, and I like that. That's pretty much it with what I do. I'm not a very exceptional person. I've always wanted to like write a book or um, maybe learn to do like animation or something, and I just don't have uh, the fortitude to do something like that, to commit to something. So I kind of just do more casual things, kind of keep my mind occupied. I try not to think about my life or how I feel and sort of stay distracted. I haven't drank in quite a long time, at least not very heavily. Uh, I've been trying not to misuse my medications, which I do have a tendency to do in order to kind of numb myself. I've been trying to make progress on that, but it's hard. It's very easy to just take some extra pain medication and just sort of fall asleep. Um, One of the things I've been struggling with is getting myself out of bed. Um, like this uh, this evening, I woke up after sleeping for I think like all night and all day yesterday, and I had to force myself to get up out of bed, which is hard because I kind of use sleeping as a crutch. It's kind of like a cheat, a way for me to not have to live, but in a acceptable way, you know. But it does take a toll on your body to sleep for 24 hours. um, and I always feel worse afterwards. I'm currently dealing with a lot of body pain and medication withdrawal because of it, because I did not take my medications yesterday because I was sleeping. So I have to stop doing that. It's kind of part of the reason I wanted to start making videos. It's sort of a way for me to distract myself. I don't think I'll ever be able to make videos with any kind of regularity or great quality. Um, Obviously, with like a video like this where it's not edited or anything like that, it's low quality. Though I prefer to put out edited content because I tend to think a lot when I speak. Um, Sometimes I can get emotional, which is not good for videos. I'm kind of an ugly crier. Um, but I would like to make more videos. Because all I really do is sit around and think. So I might as well subject other people to my thoughts. I don't know what else I'll do. Um, I was going to make a New Year's resolution this year to talk to people more, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm not very good at talking to people. But we'll see. This video is kind of aimless, but it's more of like a vlog rant kind of video. I don't know. I don't know what made me want to make this video. I guess I really don't have anywhere else to talk. Like, I do have a therapist, but I don't trust her because she talks to my psychiatrist and tells her everything, which I don't like. I think that's kind of a break of, like how am I supposed to trust you and open up to you if you're gonna tell on me like I'm a little kid? So this is really one of the only places where I can kind of vent, like Twitter and stuff like that. Social media, I guess. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to keep these sort of vlog style videos to a minimum because I don't think anybody will get anything out of them. I'm more posting this video for myself. So, you're not gonna have to worry about that. I'll probably focus more on topic-focused videos, not necessarily scripted, but more thought-out videos, less emotional videos, so less boogery tear videos. But, for now, that's it. I think that's a good way to end the video.